www.simmyideas.com.
Okay, Olayinka, Oladele, blogger, content writer, social media enthusiast, and web developer. Well, social media is like the backbone of brands in 2017. Gone are those days when we have stickers, newspapers, and this thing. Social media makes you ubiquitous. You are everywhere. I would say the first being knowing your audience. That's like the number one strategy. You cannot be preaching ice to people who live in the Eskimos. So know your audience, measure them, then have a way of interacting with them over and over again. You get, just like I'll use this guy that handled EFCC's account. He knows Nigerians that we like to suffer and smile. So he was able to bring humor and sarcasm into social media, and I tell you, it changed the way people see social media, especially Twitter, and now everybody is a savage, you know. Number one, I use my brain. Then number two, I'm able to use this tool called Clout. It allows me to measure my my interaction, how people hear or see my content, how people measure and how they react to the things I share on social media. I use Clout a lot, and sometimes I use Hootsuite just to get across different social media platforms at the same time. In this part of the world, Google Plus, I would not really say Google Plus is dead, but for some reasons, you can use Google Plus to promote what you do. Recently, I discovered that when I make a search on Google, it has a way of bringing up what my friends on Google Plus, that's the people in my circles, it has a way of bringing up their results first, even if they are not an authority in what I'm searching for.
RSS feed, I used to call it really simple syndication. Only for me to find out that it was actually called rich site something back then. Well, in the layman's terms, RSS feed is your content summarized to readers. Back then, it used to be very, very useful to human beings, but now it's now being useful to corporates, that's web crawlers. But basically, the importance is it allows web crawlers, search engine crawlers, to find out if there is new content on your blog or if the search engine is used. Elements of viral digital components would be nothing other than the engagement. For you to be viral and for you to catch people's attention, you just have to be engaging. So you need to find something captivating, something trendy, something engaging. It's engagement. Measuring social media return on investment for me is about knowing how much value you want to put out there, then how much either in cash or in kind you want to get in return. So for you to know your ROI, let me use advertising as an example. If you want to use social media to post a blog post or something, you don't have to come out saying you don't have to come out saying you want to make so amount in return. Instead,
best practices on Twitter in 2017 and August, to be precise, is to be savage. Politely though, because you want to be out there. Find a way to put your brand in front of the right eyes by using the right metrics. The metric for being popular or being influential on Twitter now is to be savage. Trust me, it works. Facebook ads, but although gone are those days where we have to spend just $1 to boost to thousands of Nigerians, but now I found a very good method which you can leverage on, and I'll share it, which is making a video. People have not invested much in Facebook video advertising, so whatever you want to advertise now, if you want to spend less, try and use video to boost your reach. Make it interesting, make it engaging. So it's cool. I chose social media marketing because I felt part of social media, and truth be told, I want to be everywhere. I want to get the nooks and crannies of this whole thing. I want to touch it from the top to the bottom. So I would really say I entered social media simply because I want to harness the full power of it. So I don't want to be on the organic side. The most successful social media campaign was when I ran a campaign for a company, a financial firm, C24, and I spent very little, and the MD was she was impressed. I spent lesser than, I think, divided by 10 of the initial budget they would have given to a big firm, and they achieved everything they needed to achieve. The things that can drive more traffic to your blog first now is, I think you should have a way of using memes these days. They have a fantastic way of bringing people, regardless the niche you are in. Then always make sure that you have content people are willing to read. And of course, do your on-site and off-site SEO. SEO is very, very important. It's the backbone of any blog. I would say it is the ability to analyze. Analytics in everything, from your audience to your process, even down to your ROI. Just make sure you're a good analytical person. First of all, I'll say there's no too little budget and there's no much budget. Whatever your budget is, play by the rules. So if all you can afford for your first month is, let's say, 10,000 naira for digital marketing across the basic social media platforms, I believe you should be able to spend your 10,000 naira. And if you cannot get 100% of your returns, even if it's just 10%, make sure you have a return, and try as much as possible to always know when your campaign is failing so you can stop it immediately. If you want to go into social media marketing, my advice would be to be a part of it. You cannot fish when you don't, or if you don't master the art. So be a part of social media. What killed Nokia till date is because they didn't change with technology. They didn't evolve. So you cannot, if you are just there rigid, you're not a part of social media, you don't follow trends, then I don't think your career in social media marketing is going to be a fruitful one.
www